With John Wick, Chapter 4, Keanu Reeves solidifies his place in the action genre. There are spoilers in this review. Play with a dog, ready to face the wrath of John Wick. John Wick, Chapter 4 hit theaters on March 24th, bringing to a close one of the most epic tales of vengeance and redemption ever portrayed on film. The plot begins with a man seeking vengeance for the killing of his beloved puppy, but the franchise has grown into a massive, action-packed saga of John Wick's struggle against the criminal underworld. The High Table, the criminal organization that has been John's antagonist throughout the series, has directed its most lethal assets onto John, aiming to prevent him from unraveling their activities and causing havoc. In John Wick, Chapter 4, the stakes are higher than ever before, and John is pushed to his limits as he battles and kills countless enemies. The new picture is an excellent addition to the franchise, and it is possibly the best installment to yet. Reeves' performance demonstrates his commitment to the role. He has not only embodied but also created the persona of John. The audience is captivated by Reeves' delivery of iconic, vital action movie one-liners. John is without a doubt one of the most terrifying characters in recent memory, and we are unlikely to see another like him anytime soon. Reeves has captured John's emotional depth while still offering magnificent action sequences. Despite its 3-hour length, the film succeeds in keeping the audience involved by reminding us of John's motivations and emotional vulnerabilities that drive his acts. While being a superb assassin, John's emotional arc in the franchise is frequently overlooked. His love for Helen Wick, his wife, prompted him to leave the criminal underworld. After the Russian mafia murdered his puppy, the last surviving member of his late wife, who died of a fatal illness, John embarked on a killing spree. His arc tackles themes of love and loss, and his frequent recall of his wife while committing atrocities demonstrates that he was, above all, a devoted husband. John Wick, Chapter 4 lives up to the franchise's reputation for intense action sequences that are both inventive and brutal. The film features some of the most jaw-dropping and exhilarating fight scenes John has ever seen. From the opening scene through the climactic showdown, the video takes us on a global trip, with John expressing his rage in stunning sights such as Berlin, Osaka, New York, and Paris. Each stage is meticulously constructed, with unique lighting and ambience that provide depth and complexity to the battle sequences. Furthermore, the battle choreography is a work of art in and of itself. John carries a diverse arsenal of weapons, including handguns, nunchucks, arrows, axes, and other deadly devices. The chaotic plot is as paramount to the film's success as its fight scenes. The film showcases a well-crafted storyline that moves beyond the standard action fare, with new elements of chaos adding another layer of depth to the story. For example, the extremely lawless and anarchic High Table prohibits violence inside their hotels. However, John continues his revenge tale against the criminal underworld even after the organization has barred and termed him excommunicado. Due to the seriousness of this situation, the High Table bypasses all rules to destroy John and everyone around him. The film deftly navigates these complex rules and codes of conduct that govern the criminal underworld, creating a sense of depth that enriches the viewing experience. This approach to storytelling adds a level of credibility to the antagonist, elevating the tension and the stakes of the film. In John's last action-filled act, it is fitting to see him utilize every skill in his arsenal to achieve his ultimate goal of revenge and freedom. John persevered through losing his allies and narrowly succumbing to death, cementing the idiosyncrasy of the fight and the motivation within him. Director Chad Stahelski embraces all the elements of an action movie in John Wick, Chapter 4. The excessive murders, strong villains, and feeling of urgency work to the film's advantage. While John's story may have come to a satisfying conclusion, side characters and plot threads are still ripe for exploration. The upcoming spin-off, Ballerina, starring Ana de Armas, promises to take John Wick's cinematic universe in exciting new directions. Regardless, this movie demands to be seen on the biggest screen possible, receiving well-deserved rave reviews from critics and fans alike. The film realizes its potential and paints the town red with a bold, unforgettable vision and execution.